Do you have this problem? So many batteries, no way to organize them. Your drawer looks like a hot mess. This is unbelievable. What are we going to do? First of all, who has that many batteries? Well, I guess I do since I'm doing this review. Anyway, I wouldn't normally have that many batteries, but today we're going to be looking at the Battery Daddy. It's an as seen on TV item that's supposed to organize and test your batteries. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. My channel is dedicated to reviewing mostly as seen on TV items. I look at some consumer gadgets, other household items. Once in a while, I do a little bit of a DIY just because I like to. If that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down the description for my social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now, let's take a closer look at the Battery Daddy to see if it's any good. Here is our Battery Daddy. It's supposed to store and organize all of our batteries, plus it has a built-in tester. This is one time where I wish batteries were included. Wouldn't that be awesome? It holds up to 180 batteries. Let's unbox this. Nothing in the box. So we have a case with compartments on both sides to hold batteries. And there's our battery tester in the middle. I did see some directions, so let me read through those and see what we have to do. I'm pretty sure we just put batteries in here, though. Opening up the Battery Daddy is pretty simple. You just pull up the levers on both sides. This releases the top layer. There is another layer for the other side, and realistically, they just slip in. So here's the battery tester that I showed you earlier. So what I want to do now is I want to test the batteries. Now, this battery's been sitting around for a while. I've had it in a drawer. Let's see, is it any good? Well, it has some power to it, but it's definitely in the replace zone. Let's see this other one. This one has no power whatsoever. I should say you have to have it in a certain direction where the positive is down here and the negative is that end. Let's check a battery I just opened up. All the way to the top. You know what else is cool? You can test a 9-volt battery. So that means no more licking the batteries to see if they're any good. Definitely a good one. So the Battery Daddy is supposed to hold 76 AA batteries, 72 AAA batteries, 8 9-volt batteries, 10 C batteries, 8 D batteries, and then 12 button cells. And if you're looking, wait a minute, I only have spots here for 22 AA. Where do the rest of the batteries go? Well, for that, you have to close down the top lid, flip it over, and here are your spots for the rest of your AA batteries. There is just something satisfying about putting all these batteries in their place. Before I go on, I wanted you to know you should not spend any time lining these up, because when you move it and shake it, they end up moving anyway. So just so you know that. But doesn't that look nice? There's just something satisfying about putting all those batteries in there. And before I go on, I wanted you to know, yes, this video is absolutely sponsored by, well, me, Jeff Reviews for You. Energizer did not sponsor it. I wish they would have, because this was expensive to buy all these batteries. Anyway, I was going to buy these Amazon Basic batteries, but I opted for the Energizer. And in my opinion, the Amazon ones just don't last as long. I would love to hear from you, though. What do you think? Do you prefer getting a name brand like Energizer or Duracell, or do you get the Amazon? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Here we have the Battery Daddy. It's all completely full. It took me about 10 minutes to put all these batteries in there. Now, that being said, I did run it through the tester to make sure they all worked, but then again, they were all brand new. This thing weighs a total of 12 pounds completely filled. And I was like, what? That is a lot. So make sure your drawer, if you end up putting these in a drawer, can support the weight of this. I will say that I purchased all of these batteries on Amazon, and I kind of wish that Energizer and Battery Daddy would have gotten together and given me the perfect amount, but I ended up having 4 AAA left over, 2 C batteries left over, and these 4 AA batteries are actually CVS brand. These 4 right here, although they look the same. Anyway, so if I will post links down in the description for everything that I purchased, but I just wanted you to know that you will have extras in these, and you'll need 4 more AA's than what I posted down there. If you're like me, I don't really use a whole lot of batteries at one time. So for my thought is I'm thinking down towards the future, birthday parties, Christmases, or even emergencies. There are some people that cycle batteries in and out of circulation on a regular basis. You know what? This would be great for them. For those of us that are planning down for the future, I recommend that you keep your battery daddy or whatever compartment you use to store your batteries in a cool, dry place. See, batteries don't like heat or humidity because of those higher temperatures or humid temperatures, they will tend to leak and then they don't really work that well. So as best you can, my recommendation would be keep these in a cool, dry environment. I wanted to talk a little bit about the quality of the plastic that this is made out of. In my opinion, it's pretty thin and inexpensive. I think if you drop this a number of times, you're going to end up cracking this, especially on the hinge area, right about here, or even the clamp area here. So just be careful there. So the clamps are made out of similar plastic, might be a little thicker, but I think that could be a potential weak point. So just be careful as you're unclipping these, so make sure you're doing it gently so they don't break. I forgot to mention earlier where the button batteries go, and they actually go in this compartment right here. And so if you have any of those little button batteries, I only put 2 in there, but they're these batteries right here, that's where they're supposed to be able to go. If you don't have button batteries, it also fits like the AAAs, you can fit extra AA batteries down there if you want. So it just really depends what you want to put in there, but they have this labeled for the spot for the button batteries. I was going through counting the batteries and I was coming up short, and then I forgot that you can put actually batteries right here in the handle. They have a spot 2 here for AAA batteries and 2 here on the bottom for AAA batteries, just so you know that. That is an extra spot for them. Also, the measurement for this, it measures 9 inches tall, 12 inches wide, and it's about 3 inches tall this way, just so you can get an accurate measurement when you're going to fit it in your cabinet. In this video, we were looking at the battery daddy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave down in the description a price breakdown of all the batteries and actually purchasing the battery daddy as well, just so you get a rough idea if you don't have the batteries and you want to fill this thing up, how much it's going to cost. I talked about the material that it's made out of. I talked about the functionality. It's a really neat thing, and I do like that I have my batteries organized. I'm just going to make sure I carry that thing around safely and don't drop it, therefore it won't break it. Like I said before, if this is something that interests you, I will leave links down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. And just like that, we have our battery daddy completely full. Our junk drawer is now somewhat clean and organized. And look, I actually have extra space where I can put things in that I couldn't have fit in before, or at least I would have lost them. Pretty sweet. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review of the Battery Daddy, the as seen on TV battery storage compartment. You know what? On that theme of batteries, I'm going to link a review video of a product that I reviewed not that long ago called Foxspeed. And what this does is you can actually use this to jumpstart your vehicle's battery. You can also charge your cell phone. Well, you know what? I'm not going to ruin it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link that review video right up here, and I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm going to join you at that review. So go ahead, click it. It's safe. I promise.